Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this chocolate raspberry cake. We've got layers of chocolate fudge cake with raspberry buttercream, and it's topped with loads of amazing things. So we'll start off by making that sponge cake. So we're placing self-raising flour and caster sugar into your bowl along with bicarbonate of soda, salt and your cocoa powder, and you're going to whisk that through just till it's combined. Then we're going in with our oil. Now this is vegetable oil, not olive oil, because it's going to make your cake go all funny. So oil, eggs, milk, and your golden syrup. Now if you have a wet spatula when you're doing this, you will prevent the stickiness of the golden syrup. So with all those ingredients in there, you're going to give that a good whisk through until it's combined, and for all the details, ingredients and quantities for everything in this video, they'll be all in the description box below. So once you've got a nice smooth batter, you're going to pour that into your tins. I like to put it into a jug so you can measure it out, and then we're going to chuck a few raspberries in there, so only about 4 or 5 per layer, otherwise you find it goes a bit soggy, and you don't want to press them down too much, otherwise they're going to sink right to the bottom. Then you're going to bake those cakes at 180 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. To make the buttercream, we're going to place our raspberries and our sugar into a large saucepan, and then at medium heat we're just going to stir that constantly for about 20 minutes until they sort of break down and go all mushy, and you'll get this nice sauce. You're going to pass that through a sieve, and you want to press down really hard with the back of a spoon, because we want to get rid of all those seeds, but we want to keep as much of that juice as possible. So with your raspberry sauce cooling, we're going to place the butter into your stand mixer, and you're going to beat that for about 5-10 minutes until it's really light and fluffy. Then we're going to add in our icing sugar about 1/3 at a time. Now I've added the splash guard here to prevent an icing sugar cloud, and also my icing sugar is sifted. That's really important. Every once in a while I give your mixer a good beat on high speed before adding in more of that icing sugar. Once you've got a nice smooth fluffy buttercream, we're going to add in some of that raspberry sauce. Make sure it's cooled at this point, and you sort of just want to add it in to your taste, and you should get this really nice pink buttercream that tastes amazing, all natural colours. So with our cakes baked and cooled, we're going to level the top off, so just gently going around the edge of the cake and then through to the middle. And then I'm going to coat them in simple syrup. So that's 1 part sugar, 1 part water, boiled and cooled. I've used 6 tablespoons of each, and I'm just spreading that over the cake. So onto a cake board with a non-stick mat. So we're going to place our cake face down along with some buttercream on top, and we're going to spread that out to the edges in a nice smooth layer. Next, cake upside down. Now when I've got a light buttercream, quite a dark cake, I like to do my cakes upside down because I find spreading onto a cut surface gives you more crumbs. So if we do the non-cut surface, we'll get less crummy layers. So it's time to do a crumb coat, so chuck on some of that buttercream, and we're going to spread that around with our straight spatula just around the sides. Now this is just a rough layer of buttercream which traps in all the crumbs, which means when we do our finalise it's nice and smooth. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but try and make it as neat as possible. Spread some more on the top. And then I like to take an icing smoother, which is just a piece of plastic, and run that around the sides of the cake just to make it nice and crisp. And then we're taking our offset spatula and pulling in that lip of buttercream into the centre, and you're going to wipe that off onto your scraper. So you're going to chill that for about an hour in the fridge or half an hour in the freezer, and then we're going to do a final ice. So some more buttercream on top, and we're going to spread that around nice and evenly with our offset spatula, and then fold that lip of buttercream sort of down the side of the cake. And you're going to spread that, and then take some more blobs and spread a nice thick layer around the sides. And then once again with your icing smoother, you're going to pull that around the sides of the cake, go around quickly a few times to sort of level it off, and then slowly to get a really nice smooth layer. Now you might find that you have these sort of blotchy patches, so just add a bit more buttercream and smooth it off again. Then we're going to pour that lip of buttercream into the centre of the cake, again using your offset spatula and wiping it off onto your icing scraper. And then chill that again for about a good half an hour. To make the chocolate ganache, you're going to place your double cream over your chocolate, and you're going to pop it into a microwave for probably about a minute in total, stirring every 15 seconds to 30 seconds. And you just want to keep doing that until you get a nice, smooth, silky ganache. You let that cool to room temperature before we pour it onto our cake. And then you want to take sort of a spatula and just gently coax it down the sides of the cake. You don't want to be too rough with this because you don't want your drips to go crazy. But also you want to make sure your ganache is on the runnier side rather than the thicker side, because we want some nice decent drips. Then you get that straight into the freezer to really firm up those drips so they don't pool too much. Taking some more of that raspberry buttercream, we're adding some little rosettes around the side. I've done 16 of those, and I'm topping every other one with a fresh raspberry. And that is literally it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. You can subscribe if you're not already. Click here to see my last video, and here to see a video randomly selected by YouTube for you.